Welcome to Mastering the Personal Scorecard. Hi, I am Dr. Mario Wallace, the instructor for this course. This training is to augment the skills of emerging leaders and anyone who seeks to develop their skills as a strategist. The information that I am sharing in this course prepares you to be an expert strategist in your organization and gives you visibility as a leader. According to a recent Gallup poll, the best way to engage employees is to connect them to the organization's strategic plan. Personal Scorecard is designed to align employees across all three tiers, especially the frontline employees, to the enterprise or business unit strategy. The Personal Scorecard connects them based on the activities they are assigned and own. The Personal Scorecard is a performance plan and evaluation sheet that each employee who is assigned a Personal Scorecard must manage. The Personal Scorecard directly links the day-to-day work of the people to the strategic plan. The goal of the Personal Scorecard is to help set the strategic direction for the employees to advance the organization's goals. The Personal Scorecard consists of goals, measures, and targets. Before we build out the Personal Scorecard, we must talk about the strategy map. A strategy map has four perspectives: financial, customers, internal process including strategic themes that groups objectives into affinities, and talent and technology. The first thing to do is to evaluate the organization's strategy map and determine which objectives will cascade to someone's personal scorecard. Leaders must work with each employee on his or her team and identify the objectives to cascade to his or her personal scorecard. For example, Employee A, Employee B, Employee C, Employee D. You must go through these activities first, and once you have determined this, then you build out the personal scorecard. These are the strategic objectives. Some of them were taken from the strategy map that you just saw. This is where we must tailor the objectives to each employee. For example, here is the organization's objective: maximize return on human capital. As it relates to the person being assigned this objective, he or she must achieve a high financial return. The second organization objective is align HR planning with the institutional strategy. As it relates to the person being assigned this objective, he or she must build strategy maps across the organization. As you can see, there is a measure associated with personal objectives that's tied with the organization's strategic objectives. The third personal objective supports the same objective above but in a different way. The personal objective is to manage the institutional review process as the strategy is rolled out across the organization. The fourth organization objective is to ensure a strategy-focused workforce. The personal objective is to conduct strategic training, and the measure is the number is strategy training and engagements. The fifth organization objective is to use technology solutions to integrate the organization. The personal objective is to design and build the strategy into the executive strategy management platform. The last one is to build staff strategic competency and bench strength. Remember that this cascading of objectives is for the employee who is managing this personal scorecard. This personal objective is related to the development of the employee's skills, knowledge, and attributes who owns this personal scorecard. To the right are the measures that support personal objectives. To the right, we weigh each objective using a Likert scale from 1 through 5. Next to the measures, we have the targets that must be achieved. For example, this target supports this objective: achieve a high financial return. The target is $1.5 million. The next one is to build strategy maps. The target is 10 strategy maps for the first year and 2 the second year. As it relates to training, this person must schedule at least 20 training engagements with people across the organization. Build the strategy into the executive strategy management platform. This employee must be at least 10 within the first year, and the last target is to attend 2 training conferences to increase his or her competencies. Record the score and the progress in the far right column. Lastly, we must work on the business unit scorecard. This scorecard is managed by the leaders of a business unit. To the left are the names of employees in a business unit. Horizontally across the top are prefixes or codes for strategic objectives. The X is placed next to the person who is assigned certain personal objectives in relation to the organization objectives. Richard owns 04, 05, C06, and so forth. Costas owns these. Baram owns this one, and this one. Debrick owns these 4 and these 2. Antonio owns these 2 and so forth. The manager of the business unit scorecard can tally these such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place a 5 in the field below. A 4 in the next field. The sheet is designed with color coding at the bottom to show the progress of each objective briefly. So, when you have a review meeting, just focus on the red and figure solutions to turn them green. Thank you for joining this Mastering the Personal Scorecard. Dr. Mario Wallace. Website, allthingsstrategic.org. Email, info@allthingsstrategic.org.